Yes, and so Barcelona getting it done. Obviously a big week ahead of them with Atleti coming up in the Copa del Rey semi-final. This is how things are looking right now. They're on 58 points ahead of Real Madrid playing against Valencia tomorrow. Whatever happens, Barcelona stay top in La Liga this weekend at the bottom end of the table. Mallorca still dangerously close to the drop zone, just 2 points above it as it stands right now, but finishing the round in 15th as it would stand right now. So let's get the reactions to what we saw today. Barcelona had a bit more of a laboured first half. Things came for them in the second though, Ale.
And we mentioned earlier that there was a contrast and a marked difference between the first half of Barcelona and the second half of Barcelona. And if you want to encapsulate it in one expression, is pace of play. The speed of play of Barcelona in the second half, it was much quicker. And I mean, the movement was much quicker ahead of the ball. The movement of the ball itself was much quicker. The lines were higher up the field. The intensity defensively was also much higher from Barcelona. They were regaining possession of the ball in higher areas. And from there, you start looking for where the spaces are going to be. And if you want to look for spaces, look no further than Lamine Yamal. Quiet first half. And it becomes clear to see that it's a quiet first half because we expect so much out of Lamine Yamal. And, you know, think about a left-footed player for Barcelona with a little dip of the shoulder and he's gone. And this is when you start seeing the comparisons to Lionel Messi. Because this healthy respect and now borders on fears that we're seeing from other players, it seems to be happening across the league. Lamine Yamal is hot right now.
Speaking of respect, Hansi Flick's been talking about his star man right now and how he's listening to him in training. We're not hearing Hansi Flick now talk about egos in the squad, which we were saying before. Maybe he's putting this as a pointed message towards Lamine Yamal. At the moment, he's really happy with how he's training, how he's playing and everything he's seeing.
Yeah, and against Albacete, maybe unfairly so, but I highlighted the fact that in the second half, there were a lot of hands up in the air from Lamine Yamal, and I didn't like it. And I think, of course, I'm not inside the locker room. I don't know what the communications are, but I'm sure that Hansi Flick, if he were able to see what I saw, he probably would have gone to Lamine, you don't need to do all this. You play the game, and you do what makes you a special player, and he's doing it at a very high level right now. And to be fair to Lamine Yamal, not only is he a difference maker in terms of creating opportunities for others, what we have seen over the last few weeks is that now he's added consistency in scoring goals. Had a great goal today, could have scored a couple more, but he's always active, he's always dangerous, he's always a difference maker, and teams don't know how to defend him. Today, Mallorca had 2 or 3 players around him, and it didn't matter. He comes off the line, and that's another thing that separates him from other players that play in the wing areas. Think about Vinny, for example. Vinny stays on the left-hand side most of the time, and so it becomes easier to address because you use the help of the sideline, you use 2v1 situations, 3v1 situations, and force him to get rid of the ball. Whereas Lamine Yamal, he'll be on the line, he'll come off the line, he'll combine down the middle, he'll go underneath, he'll be here, he'll be there, he'll be everywhere, and it's difficult to pick up defensively, and that's why all of a sudden you find yourself top of the 18-yard box, Lamine Yamal by himself, Maffeo late to challenge, he takes a shot on, what a great goal.
Back to our feature game today, Barcelona beating Mallorca by 3 goals to 0. Gemma caught up with Hansi Flick and Robert Lewandowski after the game.
No, I was not happy with the first half, of course, and I think also the players not. So we played not on our level. Was not dynamic. We passing, we were too slow. So I asked them if they are satisfied with the first half. So I said, "Are you?" And they say, "No, they are not satisfied." So it's like that. But of course, we showed them like we always do. So situations, what we have to make better. And it's about positioning. It's about also the passing, the quality of the pass, also the speed of the pass. It's this, you know, this was in the first half was not like Barca wants to play. Hopefully, I think on Thursday against Atletico we will see another team from the first minute. So this is what I want to see also today. But I played also football. I know things are, and I think in the first half we were not 100% with the right attitude, with the right mentality. So, but we changed it in the second half, and this was good then.
Good win for Barcelona. It was a little bit more difficult than what we could have expected, but with patience, you managed to get this 3-0.
Yeah, you know, always when we're playing against the team that they play very deep, sometimes we have to find a way how to score the goal. Sometimes, you know, we miss the position that we should to be more more forward to try the space behind the line, try to find the space also in the box. But in the end we won. We tried to do score the goal as well, and I think we have next 3 points, so we can be happy of the result from today.